Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. I don't know how I'm gonna type. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. It's been a while since we've done a Just Chatting stream. Honestly, I don't do them very much, but I really like them. And I just don't do them enough. Anyways, let me just like let me adjust my mic a little bit. I'm trying to adjust things. So let me just like move some things around because I want my drink. I want my tea and my water to be closer. Come here. There we go. Well, hello everyone. Happy Thursday, right? Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Hi. At least it's Thursday where I am. I don't know about you. But I was like, okay, I want to do just chatting stream, but then I was like, okay, but I want to do something else. I want to do something other than just chatting. And I was like, you know, I don't want to do the alpha omega tests. I'm not that kind of person. It's funny. It's really funny to do that, but I'm not that kind of person. So I decided we're going to do the UNC test instead because I wanted to do something fun. So I am going to make this a recording for YouTube as well. So we'll do a little bit of a YouTube intro as well. So I know where to cut the thing and where to start from. But today I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit. So we're going to talk a bit and then we'll do the UNC test, okay? We're going to do the UNC test. I know that's what most of you guys are probably here for. Yeah, I will say, like, back in the day when I first started, like, streaming and, like, posting on social media and stuff, I was very lewd. And then I started becoming less lewd. I'm still lewd a little bit, but I'm not as lewd as I used to be. And I did, like, the BDSM test back in the day, man, just for shits and giggles. And, yeah, my results pretty vanilla. You would think with some of the crazy things I say that I would not be as vanilla as I am, but I am that vanilla. I say and I write shit, but I am very vanilla in the sheets. I just say other stuff. I know, you would think with a lot of the stuff that I make that I'm not, but I am. Look, I'm unhinged. There's a difference between being unhinged and then being a freak in the sheets. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So anyways, I got some fun things to talk about. So, Mama Art, Papa Art, how's the day? The day is good. Oh boy indeed. You tell. So remember how I was telling you guys like last week, how we were going and then doing like trying to find cars, right? I was telling you guys like last week how we were trying to find cars. We found car. We found a car. I made my mother sit on it. The reason being is because it's a lot of money, right? A car is a lot of money. I'll tell you what the car is. A car is a lot of money. So I was like, okay, before you settle, because the price was really good. And I'll explain what I mean. So this car, it is a nice red car. My mom wanted a red car. Okay, she was very intent on having a red car. She also wanted a sunroof, or a moonroof as it's also called. She unfortunately didn't get that. But she did want like a backup camera. She wanted more safety features. So it does have a lot of the other stuff that she wanted. So it just doesn't have her sunroof, but it is red. So she got a red car. And she got it in a size that she wants. It's not any bigger than the car that we already have. It's just taller. I'll talk about what I did to it though. So it is a red Chevy. It's a Chevrolet. And it's a 2026 Trax, not the sports version. I know there's a sports version. It's not the sports version. It's just a regular old Trax. And it was pre-owned, but you'll never guess by who. So this Chevy Trax was a pre-owned by the dealership. So when you go in for your car to get, trying to remember what the word is, when you get your car serviced at Chevrolet, then they will have a car that you can basically use. So basically, it's a rental car, right? But it's a rental car owned by Chevrolet. So that means it's very well taken care of, very well cleaned, has all its checks done, meaning that there's no problems with this car. There's not going to be a problem with this car. It is basically brand spanking new. And trust me, it has that new car smell to it. Like, it smells new. It had about 5,000 miles on it because it was a rental that people were using here and there. And now they're retiring it, so they're selling it. This car, as is, $21,000 right there. Comparatively, the brand new version of that car was $27,000. So we saved $6,000. However, that car ended up, like, with all the other taxes and other things that you have to pay for, because you have to pay for registration, you have to pay for certain taxes. It came out to $27. So basically, it was the same exact price as a brand new car, but we didn't have to pay all the taxes on that brand new car, which would have brought that up to $30,000, which would have been out of sight of our budget. So it being $21,000 only brought it up a few thousand to that $27,000. And by the way, it was going to be about $29,000. They actually took off a few thousand for us. So that was also very good. But they were trying to get my mom to buy it the day of that we looked at it. And I told her to sit on it. I told her to sit on it because I wanted her to think about it. Because another car that she was thinking about buying that she almost bought, she kept saying one problem with it, that it was too big. So I'm like, okay, I want you to sit with this. I want you to sleep on it. I want you to think that it's the car that you actually want. And she was like, yeah, that's the car. That's the car. Because she woke up about it and she's like, I need that car. And I'm like, okay, that's the car. And at the end of the day, it's her money. She can spend it how she wants. My only input is I just want to make sure you're happy. That's it. She's very happy with it. She loves the car. We've also taken that car to like to Costco and stuff like that, and it fits everything so beautifully. It's a pretty big trunk. We also took it because we needed to do recycling, and we have a lot of recycles, so we fit everything in that car. It was crazy because you can put down the back seats, so the trunk becomes even bigger. And the amount of space and room, like, we could fit a very big, like, TV in there and would still have room. So the only thing is, unlike a truck, you know, you don't have like extendable complete height. You know, you only have a certain amount of height. But I mean, the length is great. Also, the leg room in the back, you never have to worry about, like, if you're sitting in the front seats, you never have to worry about squishing the back seaters because there is so much leg room. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, there's not like a whole bunch of spanking crazy features on it. It's a very basic, very simple car. But hey, you know what? We like simple. We don't need crazy cars. But I went over to my partner's place because we were gonna go out and do something. And yeah, I forget how big that new car is because it is a little bit bigger. And I was just like not used to how to orient it at all. I scratched the car. Thankfully, it's only the paint, and it's only going to cost like maybe $1,000 to fix it. So look, I wasn't used to the car, and I don't know what made my mother think that it was a good idea to give me the car. I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking. Why did she do that? At the end of the day, lesson learned, don't give me the car when I don't know how to orient it right. Or parking on the street next time. God damn. Honestly, I think I'm gonna get better at actually backing up in that car because that has a backup camera. And honestly, I'm terrible at backing up, man. I've always been absolutely terrible, okay? So yeah, but that's our new car. It looks really nice. It's a really great car. I won't take a picture of it because, you know, then you can figure out where I live. So I can't take a picture of the car. If I do, I have to blur out a lot of stuff to be able to show you guys. But yeah, it's a nice car. If you look up a Chevy Trax 2026 in red, you'll find it. They look really nice. They're not big, but they're not ugly looking. 2026? Yeah, it's a 2026. Yeah, it's a 2026. I expected 2020. No. It's a brand new, like pre-owned Chevy car, man, that the dealership had as a rental for a few months, I guess. And then they're like retiring it. Because they're getting the 2027s in. So they probably replaced it with the 2027. That's probably what they did. But yeah, it's a 2026 for $27,000. A 2026 for $27,000? That's freaking great. It is a gas car. We were trying to get a hybrid, but you know what? It's okay. It does really great for mileage, okay? It's really great in mileage. Damn, you're really lucky with that deal. I know, right? That's a steal. A lot of people probably don't know this, but most cars nowadays, like for 2026 and 2027s, it's like maybe about $27,000 to $30,000. So the fact that we actually, and that's just for the car, but what they do is they add on stuff to it so it can end up with the final price actually being maybe $30,000 to $35,000. So the final price of the car is not what is on the sticker. There's other fees, because there's DMV fees, which is like, you know, Department of Motor Vehicles. You need to pay the fee because you have to register this car now under you, right? So you have to pay for that. You have to pay certain taxes on the car because you're buying a car. You have to pay certain taxes. It's such a good looking car too. Oh, you looked it up. Yeah, it's a really good looking car. It's not a bad car. It's not a really bad car. And again, it's like a mini SUV. It's like a very small mini SUV, but it's not really tall and it's not really big. And that's what's like important. That's what my mom wanted. She didn't want something. She wanted an SUV because she wanted it to be taller because her back doesn't really allow her to go down too well. So she can go down into a car. It's just she can't get out of the car. And that was the issue. She needed something that was a little bit more her level. So that's the car that we got. And we have another one that's a truck. It's a 2003 Ford Explorer. And it's a truck. That one's a truck. But that truck went kaput. If you look up 2003 like Explorers, you'll see them. They're also not bad looking trucks. They're pretty decent trucks. But after it being for so long, I think it's just going a little bit kaputties. So, and my mom is like, "Oh, I'm just gonna give the car away." I'm like, no. At least get some money for the car. You don't do that. Don't do that. Get some money for that damn car. You had to put so much money into this damn car as it is. The least you could do is get some money back. So, and then there's some other stuff that we want to do. So, and honestly, whatever money that we get for that truck, I'm going to be like, "Mom, just put it back into paying off the car." But we got it to about, I think it's like $300 a month to pay it off. And I mean, like, sometimes if my mom has like 400 or 500 lying around, she'll play 500, you know, she'll pay more than what it is, you know? So yeah. But that's such a great deal. 400 lying around. Well, no, what I'm saying is like, if we, like in cash, no, I mean like, if we haven't been using, or like, you know, let's say like we didn't really shop much or go out much, so we had a lot more money in savings, and it's like we could put more money to paying off the stuff, then we'll put more money into paying off the stuff. That's kind of what we do. So like when we say like lying around, we just mean like we're not gonna use this money for the month, and I don't think we're going to use it next month or the month after, so we're just gonna put it towards that. So yeah. I've done that a few times with having to pay off stuff. It's like, hey, I have this money like kind of just sitting here like doing really nothing. So it's like, well, I need to pay off this thing, and I'm not really going to use it to pay off this stuff until like really, really later on. So it's like, you know what? Let me use this to pay something off. Cause it's not, you know, it's just sitting there, you know? And like, yeah, you could be like, oh, but you could save it to like invest in other things. Like, I already have money set aside for that. That's why I'm like, it's not money I'm going to be using. It's just going to sit there. So I might as well use it to pay stuff off, to make it to have an action with it, you know? So that's what I was thinking. That's what my mom and I say, like, with money lying around. We're talking about also, like, you know, digitally, you know, through the banks and stuff like that, not physical. But if we did have physical money laying around, you know, we'd probably just invest it and like put it into the bank, and then, you know, and then pay stuff off with that, you know? So there's that too. Anyways, yeah, I'm drinking some tea. This is tea today. My mug has tea in it today. By the way, you guys don't really understand how big I have to make my models mugs and stuff for this one. Peppermint tea? No, it's black tea. It's like a orange spice. Well, it's, my mom calls it orange spice, but it's really just like just a black tea. Just a normal black tea. Because there's no orange in this thing. It's like this and a normal green tea. Oh, quite bitter. It's not really bitter. It depends how long you brew it. If you brew for a really long time, yeah, it's gonna be really, really bitter. But I only do it for like a minute or two. So it's like really light. I like to call it lightly flavored water. Green tea, on the other hand, I let that thing stew for maybe about 5 minutes. And I have green tea and I have jasmine green tea. So, and those are like my caffeinated stuff. So this is my caffeine for the day. And then if I do drink other tea, I have like a sleepy time tea, which I drink at night, which is just some herbal tea, like chamomile and stuff like that, just to help with like sleeping. And then I have a peach tea that's really great as well. And then I do have another, so I have some Earl Grey like loose leaf tea, and then I also have this pomegranate loose leaf tea, but those are both caffeinated. I just didn't have that today. The pomegranate one is like earthy, somewhat a little bitter, and also kind of fruity. It's like weird. It's weird, but it's like not bad. It's not like terrible. I don't have it very often, but it's not a bad one. And then I have another black tea that's like a floral tea. And that one is like, okay, it's inspired by a Genshin Impact character, so it's named after Mona. It's Mona tea. But it's a kind of an Earl Grey base with laurels in it. With a very, it literally has edible flowers in it. So, and it's very florally, but it's not a bad one. It's like a very light floral taste. It's more of like a black Earl Grey tea, but it's not too sweet either. It's not like too bitter, but it's not too sweet. But it has a little bit of sweetness to it. And that's really good, like hot or cold. Sometimes during the summer, I'll make like a cold brew of it. That stuff's so good cold. Honestly, if you take that and you take maybe some lemonade, if you make some lemonade and you mix that together for like iced tea lemonade, I think that'd be really good. I think it'd be really refreshing. So yeah, that's kind of like what I have for tea. And then there is another tea that I'm gonna try, but that I'm gonna try in the winter time because it's like cinnamon, like it's a cinnamon and like nutmeg, and I'm like, ooh, that'll be good for autumn. For autumn and winter, because it kind of has like those kinds of notes to it. If only I had more experience with teas. I only had one, and it's corporate. Yeah. There's a lot of teas that you can get out there. I would say if you want to get into teas, you can look at some of the teas that I get is like just like the corporate. This is like from like corporations and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. But a lot of the loose leaf tea that I get is from recommendations, or one of them, which is like the Earl Grey one and the pomegranate one that I have and the orange cinnamon one. Those ones I well, my mother got as a Christmas like present from her work, so that's what we got. And remember how I told you guys I cut my pinky? So the thing is it came with 6 teas. So 3 of them were like black based teas. So let me just tell you the difference of teas, okay? So there is chai, which is more of like, we're gonna be going to like the Middle East, India. That's like more chai based. Chai based is kind of like more earthy-ish. Chai tea. Chai means tea. You're calling it TT. TT sounds like somebody's like name. Like I think that's like some. I think in one language, TT means like grandma. That's why I'm saying chai. And then there's oolong. Oolong based tea is gonna be like your green teas. Okay, oolong based teas are gonna be green teas. But oolong is like more black in color. So it's kind of like a black color, but it's more of Asian. It's also got a lot of earthy notes into it, but it's not as, it doesn't like taste like dirt or roughness. It's like a nice sweet earthiness with oolong. And then of course you have green teas. You have your green tea bases. And then you have your black tea. Black tea bases are more like, you're going to find that more in Europe, and of course in America as well. So you're going to find that more on the Western side. So chai is more Middle East, oolong and green teas is more of going towards Asia, and then you're going to have more of black teas when you're more Western. Black teas are going to be a little bit more bitter, so they're going to be a little bit more on the bitter side. Chai is kind of like in the middle. Oolong is starting to get a little bit sweeter, and green tea is kind of like more of a mild kind of taste. It's not, a lot of people do say that some green teas do taste a little grassy, but it depends on kind of what you get. Matcha is always going to taste a little bit grassy. That's a green tea. That's always going to taste a little grassy. Just because of the way as how it's prepared and because of what grade that you get. So there's different grades for matcha. Matcha can be, so there's ceremonial grade matcha, and that is not sold in stores. That is for ceremonial purposes only. But then most of the stuff that you get in stores is more of like lower middle tier grade to lower grade. There are some that are more like middle grade. Lower tier grade is what you're going to find in like baked goods. It's more for baked goods. But mid tier and like a little bit higher tier is going to be like what you would put into drinks. So yeah, how I know this is, don't ask me. I just like to look at different kinds of teas, and I follow different people that talk about different teas and stuff, right? And there's a whole lot of different teas. People have made teas with just like wood and stuff. Okay, so like there's teas that are made from like different types of wood. There's lots of teas made from a lot of different like kinds of plants. depending on what you and you know, it's different herbal teas depending on your mood and kind of how you feel. So sometimes I don't feel like drinking something bitter or something too much in the morning, so I'll usually have like a green tea. But if I want something a little bit stronger, then I usually have my black teas. My Earl Greys I don't have all the time, because one issue with Earl Grey, I don't know what's in it. It could be the bergamot. So Earl Grey has bergamot in it, which is fine. Not bad for you. But I think if I leave it steeped for too long, the bergamot in it is too much for me and it gives me a headache. So I can't have it steeped for too long if I do that. So if I go to like, I haven't been to like high tea places or like afternoon tea places, but if I did go, I'd probably get something that I know if it stays brewed for a long period of time that I won't have a headache with it. And that's just kind of how it is sometimes your brain can react differently. I mean, it is getting caffeinated, but there's other stuff in it that could also cause that stuff. So if you are getting headaches from drinking tea, probably get a lighter brew on it. So that's just my thing. Because if it's causing you to have that, it could be that. But yeah. Maybe one day we'll talk about like the teas that I have and we'll try different teas. Now, I am not a person that knows everything about tea. Okay, I'm just a person that just knows a little bit about tea. Just because I have tea, right? Actually, funny enough, I need to get some more tea infusers, because I have a lot of loose leaf tea and I need certain tea infusers because I don't really like a lot of loose leaf tea getting into my drinks. So I need to get a few more, because there's a particular one that I have and I might get some more. There was one tea infuser that I saw that was really, really cute, and it's a manatee, and it's called a manatee, like T-E-A instead of like how you're supposed to spell manatee, infuser, and it like hangs on the side of your cup and its butt is in the water. So you get like this little cute guy. It's really adorable. I like those kind of tea infusers. They're like silicone based. By the way, silicone is completely fine. It's okay for you to be using it in your tea. A lot of people are like, no, you should use this, you should use that. And it's like, there is also, of course, you know, when you go into, well, that sounds so good. I know! There's also like a cat one. I have a Nessie tea infuser. You could look up a Nessie or dinosaur tea infuser and you'll see what they look like. And that's what I have. And it's blue. I also have a Nessie ladle too. I rarely use it because it's like not really functional, I'm gonna be honest. It's more cute, but it doesn't, I've used it a few times, it just doesn't work. You're better off with just a regular ladle, man. But yeah, so I have those. I do have normal tea infusers, like the metal ones. I do have some of those, but those let a little too much loose leaf into my tea, because a lot of the loose leaf that I have is actually quite small and the holes are a little too big. So yeah, there also of course is the more, I think it's more China, like it's kind of also Japan too, because Japan kind of started to take it on too. But there is a way of how you do teas, and you can get like little tea pets. So it's like a nice little like tea board or whatever, and you steep the tea in its like own little thing, and you keep refilling it with like hot water to get different kinds of brews from it. You know, your first one will kind of be the lighter, and that one you kind of dump over your tea pets. There's like a whole entire like tea thing with that. I forget if it's more like China or, because I've also seen there's a lot of people like kind of do that stuff, but it's all like loose leaf tea. It's all really cool. There's other people that do that kind of stuff. There's actually a VTuber that does it. He's like, his entire theming is like him being a magical boy and he does tea. So I I forget what he's called though. I keep forgetting his name. He's really cool. But he talks about tea and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's some places where like this whole entire like tea culture and stuff like that. There is a culture to tea, considering like before really finding coffee or even like chocolate for like hot chocolate and stuff, because chocolate is more from like America. Now the coffee bean, I think there are coffee beans that are in Africa, but again, like most of the countries were taken over mostly by tea. And then you start noticing that they kind of shift once America kind of comes in and like, you know, they're finding more things, and then coffee eventually starts becoming like incorporated because they start finding coffee beans and coffee trees and all this sort of stuff. So they start incorporating coffee more into things. I drink both. I drink coffee and tea, but I really prefer now tea over coffee. I'm getting to my older age. You guys can do tea instead of coffee. But the only reason being that I don't drink coffee as much anymore is because I am lactose intolerant. I think so, as the beans for coffee came from Ethiopia. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, so it's like took them, you know, because they didn't trade with a lot of places. They, you know, most of Europe was mainly trading with that of like in the upper hemisphere before going like more south. So it makes sense that there probably wasn't much coffee and there was probably more tea. Also, the other thing is like, you know, coffee only comes from one bean, whereas, well, it comes from a few different kinds of beans, but tea comes from a variety of different places. You can use a lot of different herbs to create different kinds of teas. You can make your own teas. I wanted to make some dandelion tea. You can pull up dandelions and you can dehydrate the flowers and you can make a tea with it. You can also technically make mead with it too. You can make alcohol with it too. I mean, in Genshin Impact, you know, they have dandelion wine. Yeah, you can make dandelion wine. Like, that's not a joke. You can make that. And also, dandelions are really good for heart health. So that's why some people do drink dandelion tea, because it does help with heart health. You didn't know. Also, didn't know this, most of a dandelion is quite edible. So you can take the, now once it seeds, like that part is not edible, but the stem, the leaves, and the roots I believe are edible. I don't know about the stem, but I do know that the leaves and the roots are. The roots you can also brew into like a dandelion root beer if you want to. The fun facts with herbal stuff. But yeah. Cool stuff. Anyways. I think we should be finally getting into the UNC test. Are you guys ready for the UNC test? Okay, let me make a little bit of a YouTube intro, okay? We gotta make a cool YouTube intro. How do we start a YouTube intro? Go for it. Unkhead? Okay, that's how we're starting it. Okay, my chat's already calling me Unkhead. Oh my god. Hello, YouTube, and welcome. Today, I am going to be seeing how Unk I am, because I wanted to stream something fun today, but I didn't want to be at just normal chatting, and I didn't really want to do the alpha and omega thing. I feel like everyone's done that. And considering that I have a granny model, and that I have a possibly upcoming grandpa model, let's go and see actually how Unk I really am. I think that's a good intro. I think that's a great intro. Editor, cut this out. Don't talk about how great that intro was. I know I'm gonna keep that in. I'm gonna keep that in. I'm gonna hit myself. I'm gonna be like, really? Really? You kept this in? Really? I am my own editor, so this gets funnier. Because then I can go, editor, do this. And it's like, I am the editor. Anyways, let me orient myself because we gotta, it's gonna be pulled up on here. So hold on a minute. Let me move myself over a little bit. Hold on a second. I'm gonna move myself up a little bit too. So let me orient myself as I get this up and going. Boop. Ah. Ignore that there's double me. Ignore the double me right now. There is no double me going on right now. There's no doubles. There is only one. Oh, look at that. The double's gone away. There was no double. More tra. Oh wait, hold on. Let me move the chatting. Let me move you guys. Let me move chat for a minute. You guys can go up over here for right now. Guys can chill out over there. Oh, what? You guys are sad that I took the double draw away? You guys behave, I'll bring double draw back, okay? If you behave, I'll bring him back, okay? Alrighty then, we are going to get started. Okay, promise, good. Okay, we're gonna get started on the UNC test. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys like this this new overlay thing here. I made it today. I'm not joking. I literally got up this morning, made it, and put it in. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so let's go through this, shall we? Shall we? Also, let me take a quick swig of my water here. Ah. Yeah, let's go. All right, so the UNC test. Let us see how UNC I am. I have asked some. Wait. Let me read this entire thing. So if you guys don't know what the UNC test is, it's to see how old I am. Just so you guys know, I'm almost 30. I am almost 30 years old. I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. All right? To me, whenever anyone says that they were born in the 2000s, y'all are kids to me. And then people turn to me and go, oh, you were born in the 1900s. And then I feel freaking old. Nah, man, you can't be saying that to me. You saw the crash of 2008? I did, but I was a child. Old head? Oh my god. Okay, get out. Get out. Everyone's banned. Get out of here with that. No, stop it. Stop it. No, wait. Good. Behave. Behave. I told you to behave. You're already misbehaving. Yeah, you're not getting double traw anymore now. No more double traw for you. All right, let's actually get into this. So we're going to see how UNC I am compared to things. I am very chronically online, so we'll have to see how well I do. Now, if you continue to misbehave, you won't get it, okay? You gotta behave. You gotta behave like good little chaotics, or else you won't get it. Then again, your name has the word chaos in it, so we're gonna see how well that goes. I promise this time, good. Good. All right. So let's start with the slang, shall we? Let's start with the slang. I have asked someone what UNC means. Thankfully, no. Thankfully, I figured out what UNC means very quickly. I have asked with a straight face what 6'7" means. Okay. I didn't, my mother did. I'm gonna be honest, I still don't understand what 6'7" means. But when I say, like, asking people, I just honestly don't care. I just don't care. I just go, okay, you go on, be about yourself. I've used On Fleek in the last 12 months. Who says On Fleek anymore? Okay. I know some people. I don't. I was not part of the generation that said On Fleek. Oh no. I have, okay. I have said kids these days out loud and meant it. Okay, hold on. Shut up. I have done this. That's way too old for me, like 80s. Yeah, I think On Fleek is more 80s. The fact that we know it's the 80s is even worse, my guy. That's worse. I say lit unironically. Okay, I do say it, but I don't say it as much, but I do say it, damn it. Damn. I had to Google Riz. No, I figured out that it was charisma really quick. Because I did it by context. I used to do that in like the 2010s. Okay, 2010s I feel like brought a lot of 80s language, like slang language back. I feel like it brought it back, man. I think bet means a wager. Isn't that what it means? Oh no. Oh no. But isn't that like bet? Isn't that what it means? Like when someone, because I have always used it and my fan group has always used it as, oh, you're gonna do this thing? All right, bet. Right? It's not a wager? I'm crying already, bro. We're not even into the social media part of this. Holy snap. We're all, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's 100 questions and we've already selected 3. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked, guys. I made good money from it. Even I don't know. Oh my gosh. I gotta cross-reference that. Bro, no, we don't need to cross-reference it. We're both unks. Let's just admit it. Let's admit it. We're both unks, my guy. Me and chat are unks. We're cross-referencing to figure out if bet means a wager. Come on, we're unks. No, I'm only 20. My guy. Please, I don't have so much. I'm sorry, sir. It seems like you are being, I'm gonna label it as unk. I've called something cool beans this year. God damn it, I do! I've used YOLO in a real conversation. Okay, does that mean this year or ever? If so, ever? Like, yeah, back when YOLO was a thing, a lot of people used that terminology, so I'm just gonna click that. I refer to TikToks as those little videos. Okay, thankfully no, but my mom does. Thankfully, no, I don't, but my mom do. My mom is probably more unk than I am, man. She saw the birth of the internet, man. That's how old she is. She's older than Godzilla, guys. My mom is older than Godzilla. She's 2 years older than him. I used Facebook seriously and check it daily. Nope. I watch TikToks in my phone's browser instead of the app. I only schedule things through the app, but I don't watch stuff through it. She's your ma. I figured she would be. I know, right? I don't understand any current trends and have stopped trying. Okay. This one, okay. Trends are very hard as a content creator to do. And you have to keep up on them so much. But I think that there's so many trends that are constantly happening that I just don't care anymore. I don't care about jumping on trends anymore. There's some like animation trends I might like later on. I just don't have the time to make them. That's the one problem. I post long captions stacked with hashtags. How long we talking? Like we talking paragraph? We talk. Man, I'm autistic. I need to take an autistic test at this point. How I'm going in depth with these questions is just like, at this point, I should probably take the autism test too while we're at it. Maybe another stream will do that. We'll do that. Damn. I do post hashtags, but I post only maybe like 3 or 5, so I don't like have a lot. And my lines are maybe like 2 sentences, and that's it. I'm gonna actually honestly click this one because I just don't care anymore, but I don't know. I share minion memes. I actually hate the minions, so no. I comment amen on strangers' posts. No. I use LinkedIn for personal life Who uses LinkedIn for personal life updates? Okay. Nonchalantly, who does this? You hate minions? Yeah, I do. I do hate them. Look, just because my husband is yellow doesn't mean I like the minions. Okay? Him being yellow and the minions being yellow doesn't mean I like them. They're annoying little creatures, okay? I already have to put up with annoying little creatures. You all! I don't need another one. Your husband is yellow? Yeah, he wears yellow. He's called the King of Madness, but he's also the god of mortality. He's yellow. He wears a lot of yellow. Oh wait. Are you guys finally realizing I got it mixed up? Yeah, he wears yellow. This mug is his. He made it yellow for me. They couldn't decide between a yellow mug or a blue mug, so they decided on getting me a yellow mug and putting #1 dad on it. All right, I don't like it. LinkedIn. Okay, I tag people in posts they're already in. Okay, I don't think I've ever done that, but if I did do it, it would just be because I'm dumb and didn't read. But yeah, I don't do that. I forward articles to my whole family chat. Thankfully, no. Maybe one day I'll reach that goal. He's such a loving husband. Maybe one day I will check. I know he's such a great husband. I mean, he had to carry Fred for 9 months, so you know, Fred was a happy little accident. But we love him. We love him. He's a good accident that we love. We're now making sure to never make another one. Okay, forward articles. No, I don't do that. I leave reviews for restaurants based on the parking, bro. If I left a review based on the parking, a lot of restaurants would have 1-star reviews, man. Nah, I don't do that. That's actually terrible. If you do this, you're an ass. I'm sorry. You just are. You're just a donkey at this point. You're a whole donkey, okay? I reply okay with period and don't. Wait, is that an issue? I just say okay because like I want people to know that I saw it. Oh no, this is where it gets bad. Like shopping cart in a parking space. Okay, yeah, but that's not the restaurant's problem, and that's not the grocery store's problem. That's just people's problem. Wait, but guys, honestly, is typing this actually a problem? Is that a problem? Do people find that a problem? Oh no. I use full punctuation account. Okay, I don't do it in every text. Thank gods. But I do it often enough. I'm a writer! writer. I am a writer. I cannot functionally not do it. It's like ingrained into me. I don't know. I have to consult. Okay, yes, please. Oh my gosh, consult your colleagues. My main reaction. I hate it here. I hate it here. I sign text messages with my names even to my kid. Ew, no. Ew, I don't do that. I send voice notes longer than 1 minute. Okay, my friend does, but that's because a lot of stuff is going on in her life. And she like, paragraphs are not enough, man. She needs to send me the sauce. Like, I use this emoji as my default. Not really. I don't really. I use ellipses in basically every time. No. I reply noted to casual messages. No. I write lol, but I'm not. I do that. I do that. I do that. I do that a lot. You guys don't understand how much I do that. Why do I check all these? Oh my god. Oh my, wait, really? Oh no. I forward jokes I got via SMS in 2009. Okay, I didn't actually not have a phone in 2009. I didn't have one until about, I think, like in the 2010s is when I started having a phone. So no, I was not from this era of phones. I know my friend was, though. I think she does sometimes. I take a photo of my screen instead of using screenshot. No. If it's another person's phone that I need to take a picture of something, then yes. But I don't do it if it's that. But I usually take a screenshot. I email files to myself to move them between devices. Okay, I do this, but I now also use Discord to do it too. So I'm just gonna check that. I do that, but I don't do it as often because now I just use Discord instead. Or there's other ways that I do it too. So this isn't that bad. I have an emotional relationship with my printer. My mom does. Well, no, she doesn't, but she doesn't as much, but she just wants a printer, man. I've asked a teenager to fix my Wi-Fi. No. I fix it myself. I keep all my... I do that because I forget my passwords. You don't want to know how often I forget them. I just have a very forgetful mind. I've always had that. But I also, like, have really complicated passwords so that no one can hack into it, you know? I have really complicated passwords, man. I need it to be more secure, so I need to write them down because I'll forget. Okay. I type with 2 fingers and look at the keys. Depends on the situation. I don't do it all the time. But I mainly do it that way. That's the problem. I mainly do it like that, man. Well, I don't really look at the keys though. I do type with 2 fingers, but I don't look at the keys. I look at what I'm typing. I'm gonna keep it off because I don't look at the keys because I don't do the second part. I do the first part. I don't do the second part. I refuse to scan a QR code for menus on principle. Okay. I don't like to scan them because I don't know if they could be a hack thing. I don't like to scan them because they could lead you to a hack website. It's not all the time. Like, if it's inside the restaurant, I'll do it. But if it's outside of the restaurant, like it's on a patio deck or something like that, I don't like to do it because I don't know if someone came by and replaced it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a safety thing. I think of it more of a safety thing. So I don't use it because of a safety thing, not on principle. Because some people do it because they're like, well, I just want a menu. That's like on principle, right? Had their bank details stolen from it. Exactly. My phone brightens itself, set to 100% at all times. No, ew, who does this? I only do that if I'm going outside, so then I can see it. But other than that, it's saying inside, I have it lower. I have 47 tabs open and refuse to close any. Okay, if I open up, hold on. Let me go into screens here. Let me literally show you right now. Let me unlock this stuff. I can show you right now. I think it's this one. I do not have that those tabs. Look, there's only one tab open, and it's only this one. I only do one tabs, man. Haha. So no. I print emails so I can review them properly. Who does that? Not even my mom does that, and she's super unk, man. Okay, we're on to fashion. I still wear skinny jeans and don't see an issue. No. Actually, I've never been able to fit into skinny jeans. My thighs were too big. I had thicky thighs. I still have thicky thighs. I have my thunder thighs, man. Thunder thighs and skinny jeans, they don't work together, man. I'm generally confused by ankle socks versus crew socks. Aren't crew socks like taller? Because ankle socks, sorry, Master 25, I think. Yeah, like crew socks are like, because I know ankle socks, and then crew socks are like a little bit taller. So then the ankle socks, because ankle socks like slip under your ankles sometimes. They like slip under your shoe. But I'm not really confused on them. Because the crew ones go a little bit higher. I show up business casual to casual events. It depends on the event. Like, to me, it depends on the event. Oh, I hate ankle socks. I have ankle socks, but I don't wear them all the time. I only wear them like during the summer. But some of the ankle socks that I have, I think are more like crew socks, I think. I think they're more crew socks than they are ankle. But the thing is, they're labeled as ankle socks, not crew socks. So, what am I supposed to do? I show business casual. Okay, again, it depends on the event. Like if it's a cookout or something, like I might wear something a lot more casual because like it's a cookout. But if we're like going out to like a casual dinner or something, depending on the place, I usually dress up a little bit. So it's like, it depends on the place, you know? I will say this much, I'm not showing up in PJs, okay? I'm not showing up in PJs. Okay, I'm also not showing up like as if I'm going to the club. Why do so many people look like they're gonna go to the club? To like a birthday party, which is like a casual event to me. Why are you showing up like you're going to the club? You look beautiful, but we're not going to the club. Like, please. You look beautiful, but please, I just don't like when people wear it like that because I'm just like, you really don't look like you're dressed for the occasion, man. You're dressed for the wrong occasion. I tuck t-shirts into jeans without irony. No, I've never really tucked them in. Unless it's like a business wear, like it's like business casual or something like that, or like more businessy. Then yes, I do tuck them in to look fancier. I own multiple polo shirts in different colors. How much is multiple? I have like 4. I have 4, but I wear them as undershirts to stuff. They're more of like undershirts. They're not like the main thing. I own cargo shirts and use every pocket. I do own cargo shorts, but I don't use every pocket. I just like them because they have a lot of pockets. See, this is the problem. Like, some of this is like, I do have this stuff, but I don't use it in the way that you're thinking. I wear socks with sandals and... Ew, who wears socks with sandals? I don't wear socks with sandals. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't even wear socks with Crocs. I think socks and Crocs is also a bad thing. I don't like them. I wear New Balances every day. What the hell is New Balances? Hold on, let me look this up on my phone. So you don't see this on stream. Let me look this up on my phone. What is New Balances? Oh, it's footwear? I don't wear those. What the hell are new? Hold on, let me look at what these are. Oh, shush. No, stop with the sign up thing. Oh, these are like activewear shoes. Yeah, they're like athletic activewear shoes. Yeah, no, I don't do that. I wear socks and say, okay, I have a fanny pack and use it sincere. Okay, I don't have one, but I do want to get one because sometimes some of the shorts or skirts that I wear don't have pockets, and I walk my dog and they don't have pockets. And a fanny pack or like a little satchel that I have works beautifully. So I might not have one, but I do want to get one. So I will mark this because I will use that. I wear a watch every single day. I do not. I used to, but I don't wear one anymore. If I do get a watch, I only wear it going out so I know what time it is. Oh gosh. Oh no, my music taste. Nah, this is where it gets worse. This is where it gets worse. You guys, oh, okay. This is where it's gonna get bad. This is the bad place. I listen to actual car radio in the car. Okay, I do and I don't, but I'll just mark it yes. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I pull up a podcast and listen to that. It depends how I'm feeling. I complained that music was better before. Not really. I think that there's some really good music now, and there's some really good music back then too. Like, I agree that, you know, some music was better back then, but, you know, music evolves like everything else. I leave concerts 3 songs early to beat park. No, I don't go to many concerts. I think podcasts are just radio you pay for. You know, they kind of are, but not really. Because a lot of podcasts are now free. Like, some podcasts are free. So I'm like, some you pay for it and some you don't. I rewatch the same 3 movies on rotation. I do have a wide collection of different movies that I watch, but I wouldn't say 3. I have maybe like 10. So it's not like 3. I have like 10. But now I'm going back and rewatching some older animes. So I finished rewatching Princess Tutu, which actually made me cry when I finished it because I keep forgetting how the ending is and it makes me so sad. It's like such a bittersweet ending. Go and watch like Princess Tutu if you can. It's a very, very beautiful anime. Definitely of its time because it's like from the early 2000s. And then the other one I'm rewatching right now is Bed and Breakfast for Spirits, or there's like a fuller name to it. But it's Bed and Breakfast for Spirits, and that one, it got a season 2, but I want to rewatch season 1 and then watch season 2. I will say though, I really hate the new art style of season 2 because they made one of the characters look so terrible. Okay. That's what I do. I go back and I rewatch like series mainly. I don't really rewatch movies very much. I fall asleep to true crime documentaries. I used to do that. I don't do it anymore. I never finished a single... I literally just told you guys how I finished an anime. So yeah, no, I finished plenty of animes. I only listen to music from one decade. Thankfully, no. I read a physical newspaper on weekends. No. I bring earplugs to concerts. Okay, I do bring earplugs to concerts. One, because I don't want to lose my hearing. I don't want to lose my hearing at all. You should be bringing earplugs to concerts because you don't want to lose your hearing. And the other thing is, when something is too loud, I get overstimulated really easily. And it's like, I want to be able to sit and enjoy the concert, right? So I bring them. I bring them for that. Wait. Oh no, daily life. Oh no, daily life. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is where the true unk begins. I mean, entertainment was also true unk, but I'm surprised I only marked 2 on there. Well, after we're done, we'll scroll back up and just see like how many that I marked, because like, honestly, I'd be surprised if we're like not even that unk. I compare grocery prices per ounce out loud in the aisle. I do not. I have strong, unprompted opinions about Costco. What do you mean strong, unprompted opinions? Like, I just think Costco is good. That's it. That's all I can say. I save good cardboard boxes just in case. I throw mine out. I throw them out. Unless a friend of mine is moving, then I'll save them for them. That's it. I complain about delivery fees instead of just paying them. No, because most of the stuff I make at home. I mostly am a home cook, so we don't really go out or get delivery very much. So I'm in bed before 10 p.m. by choice. Not really. Some days I am, some days I'm not. I've been going to bed at like 11 or 12 o'clock, so no. But I usually am in bed around 10:30. But do I though? No. I take daily you know what? I'm gonna just mark that. I take daily vitamins and remind others to. I do not. I have a designated spot on the couch. Nah, I change my spot all the time. There's like a chair. There's a chair that I sit in, but then there's also like different like places on the couch that I'll sit on. But normally I'll sit on either one side, the other, or in the middle. So it's like I have a bunch of different places. Depends how comfy I want to get. I have a designated spot. Okay, no, I complain about my back at least. Okay. I complain about my back because I'm hunched over all the time doing artwork, okay? I'm working at a computer all the time, hunched over. I do streaming for a living. Yeah, my back is gonna hella hurt. Also, I have 2 big bazongas, honker donkers, right on my upper chest that weigh me down to such an extreme degree that literally if I took them off, I would probably lose 40 pounds. Yes, I complain about my back once a day. I plan all my meals on Sunday. I do because that's when I go shopping. That's when I go shopping. So I plan all the meals for the week because I go shopping on that day. I save plastic bags inside other plastic bags. We used to, but we threw out all our plastic bags. We now just use reusable. So no, we don't do that anymore. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The school and work stuff. I say, let's circle back in actual meetings. I don't work. Just so you guys know, I've been looking for jobs, but unemployment, that'd really be getting people. This is my job. I don't even say let's circle back to that in meetings because I don't go to meetings. I go to meetings with myself, but I don't do the circle back. No. I just say, no, we will put a pin in this and we will forget it later. That's what I say. I have sent per my last email more than once. Nope, never needed to say that. Unless I was like working with someone or something. I send calendar invites for casual. Ew, no, who does that? Oh, I'm visibly proud of. God damn it. No, don't come after me and my Look, I gotta manage my budget, man. I gotta do my spreadsheets for managing my budgets and my buckets and all my money. I gotta do all that stuff, man. Let me do that. Oh, no. I should not be called an unk for my spreadsheets, okay? This is just a great way to organize. I schedule meetings that should have been emails. No. I CC my boss for protection. Okay, you know what? That's a fair thing to do though, depending on what you're doing. I think that that's a fair thing. I print things to review on paper. Depends what you're reviewing. In my opinion, that depends on what you're reviewing. I have a distinct work voice. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I do. Because when streaming and stuff, I have a much more distinct voice compared to when I'm recording. If you've ever heard me like recording scripts and stuff like that, you'll notice that my voice is a lot more calmer. Whereas like I have more energy on streams. I usually exert a lot. So let me like calm myself down a little bit so you guys can actually hear how this is how I normally talk. I usually am very, very much more extreme on stream. But there are some times where I go like crazy like I am right now. Cause it's like, nah, not Shaw, man. Oh my God. So like, is due to see stream as an outlet. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, you know, I will say how people normally talk and how their streamer voice is. Eventually, over time, your normal voice will become also your streamer voice, but we do kind of talk a little bit differently. But you'll notice like for art streams and stuff like that, that's more of how my normal voice, like my normal speaking voice is. But normally when I'm playing games, who the heck is calling me? Who the hell is calling me right now? It's probably a scam. Oh my gosh, social energy. Okay. We're gonna, but yeah, I normally do that. Like I have a streamer voice and then I have my regular voice. But a lot of streamers do that. Take your time. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I wanted it to end before I continue on because I didn't know if it would be picking up by the mic when I talk. But yeah, I do have like both. Most of my art streams, you'll hear me like speaking normally, or if we're doing just chatting streams like this, it's mostly how I speak normally, honestly. But then there's like the crazy stuff that's happening and I'm like, bro, you can't call me out like this. You cannot call me out like this. I arrive at meetings 10 minutes early every time. No. I mean, maybe like 5 minutes or like more on the dot. I use Outlook by choice and defend it. Nope. All right. Social energy. Here we go, guys. This is where I'm probably going to get called unk. I leave every function before midnight. I do. I'm sorry. First off, I don't want to be driving home late at night. That's first off. Okay. I'm going to be tired as hell. I don't want to stay out like that. The other thing is with social energy, I'm gonna be honest, I'm done with everybody by 10. I'm done with people by 10, okay? I feel relieved when plans get canceled. God damn it, I do. I bring a jacket just in case to every outing. Only if it's wintertime and it's cold. I don't do that all the time. I avoid clubs at all costs. I am not a person to avoid clubs. I wouldn't mind going to a club, but no one invites me. No one invites me. I think it's because I leave too early. That's why. But the other thing is, I know I'm going to get designated driver if I go to clubs. Why? Because I hate alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. Fun fact about me. I am almost 30 and I hate alcohol. I don't drink it. So I would be the designated driver. I prefer dinner reservations to bars. I do because food and drinks. Come on, man. You get food. You get more stuff. I think it's due to your partner, methinks. Okay. The only reason I avoid clubs, it's not because of my partner. Okay? It's not because of my partner. It's not because I have somebody. All right? It is just I'm not invited to clubs because most of the people that I'm around just don't want to go to clubs. We are just people that don't go to clubs. That's it. It's not that we avoid them. We just don't go. So we're not avoiding it. We have gone, there are some bars I want to go to that are really fun, and look nice, but we don't really go out to bars either. Cause again, we don't really drink much either. A lot of us don't really drink a lot. That's the other thing. And if you're going to go to clubs, if you're going to go to bars, like you're going to drink a little bit too. So it's like to make it funner, but we don't do that. So yeah. Also, a lot of us have, extreme sensitivity to audio and like a bunch of loud music, and going to clubs, like that's basically what it is. So it is what it is. Oh no, ads. Okay, we'll take a break when ads come in, because actually I do want to go grab a snack. I'm a little hungry, and we'll do that. So what we'll do is we'll finish this up. I'll play an ad and then we'll come back. I don't know how much of this we have left. Oh, we're literally at the end. Okay, we're literally at the end. Do snack pops. Yeah, I gotta do some snack pops. Yeah. So let's do this. Okay, so I go to bars. Okay. I refuse standing room only events on principle. Okay. So I cannot stand, and nor can my mother stand for a very long time. And usually sometimes when I'm invited to events, she is too, or like she is the main person inviting me to events. So we cannot just be in standing room only places. We have to sit down. For me, I think it's just I haven't found the right shoe for my arches, because I have kind of like really high-ish arches. So I need to find the right shoe so it doesn't hurt when I'm standing. But also, my knees are starting to give out, man. My knees. I literally can't do standing room only. I need a chair. I'm getting that old, man. I'm getting that old. The knees are bothering me. I asked what time will this end before agreeing to plans. Okay, I do, because I want to tell my mother when I'll be home by, because I live with my mom, right? I take care of her. I want to know when I'm going to be home so she knows, right? Like, duh, because she worries about me. I don't want her to worry. I want to know exactly who else will be there first. I don't really care about who will be there unless I have beef with somebody, but mostly I don't really care. I cancel plans the day of regularly. Thankfully, no, I don't do that. I do not do that. I judge menus primarily by parking. I don't do that. I don't do any of that. Well, I knew that a lot of the social energy one was gonna be definitely filled up. But we're going to be nearing the final boss. But before we go to do the final boss, I'm going to take a break. So I will be sending you over to the Be Right Back screen really, really briefly. And then when we come back, we are going to be continuing this. And I'll also play ads, so then we have no ads. I am, oh my god, why am I back here? Oops. Let me reorient myself. Oh, there's double traws again. There you go. Getting double traws again. You're welcome. I don't even remember where I was. Blessed. Oh my gosh. Really? Really? You guys call him blessed because you have double traws? God, okay, I'll make double traw. I know her good behavior would be rewarded. I had to do this because I had to fix him. Now he's gone. Goodbye. God. Anyways, let me I ended up eating like a full, like, I ended up grabbing a burger out of the fridge and just eating it. Because I don't normally eat lunch, because like when I'm streaming, it's like lunch. I stream like through lunch, so I don't actually eat anything. So I was just like, let me go and just eat a whole burger. Anyways, we're gonna continue on with this. Holy snap. Already, I feel very old from all of this. So, time for final boss behavior. Who's ready? Who's ready for final boss behavior? I have... They already are starting off terribly! I have said back in my day, in earnest. I call strangers buddy, champ, or chief. Okay. No, I don't really do that. I just go, hey, you. I give unsolicited advice at every opportunity. No. Not really. I never really try to do that. Unless someone comes up here and tells me, nah, you do that. And I'll be like, okay, well, apparently I don't know myself. I've said, you'll understand when you're older. Okay, I have told this, but like they were kids. They were like actual kids. And I'm like, and the topics that we were talking about was like adult topics. And it's like, you'll understand when you get older, because it's like, they were literally topics that should not be like explained to children. It was some political stuff. And it's like, we don't need the kids to like, we don't need them in on this. They're children. Let them be kids. They don't need to worry about this stuff. I tell stories that take 20 plus minutes to land. You guys have seen my stuff and how I talk, but that's just because I fumble over my words a lot, okay? There's a lot of extra context that I need to talk about before I get there, man. Like, there's context. Just. I argue about the thermostat as a hobby. Okay, no, I don't do that. Thankfully. Ugh. I have a favorite hardware store and a ew, no. No. I correct people's grammar out loud. Not really. If you're gonna talk how you want to talk, you talk how you want to talk. That's it. Unless you're asking for like speech corrections or something like that, then it's like, that's different. I sigh audibly when I stand up. Is it trying to say like for all the time? Because if so, no. It's only when I'm tired. I'm the designated admin of the family group chat. If I had a family group chat, I probably would be, but we don't. We don't have a family group chat, but I would if we did have one. But oh my goodness, look at all of this. I'm surprised we have not checked off as much as I thought we would. I thought there would be so much more checked off. I'm surprised that social media only has one. The slang one, though, definitely has a lot more, because that's like speech stuff that I talk about a lot. Okay, so with all of this combined, what is my score? Soft unk? Soft unk. Well, you know what? At least I'm not fully unk. You scored 73? Unk behaviors are leaking through. The youth notice. They just don't say anything. Nah. They say shit. They do. I know they do. I know that they do. You want to know how I know? Because they call me that. They call me Granny Art. They call me Grandpa Art. I guess we could call myself Unk Art. Holy snap. That is not true. They totally do. But hey, 27 out of 100 ain't that bad. It's like a fourth. But hey, at least I'm only a soft unk. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Hold on, let me take a snip. There we go. A snip for later. Let me save that. You don't need to see what I save. There we go. Y'all. That is crazy. That's actually crazy. I thought I would be more unk. I'm very surprised at how not unk I am. I'm a little bit, because it's seeping through, but it's not that crazy. It could be worse. I need to ask some other friends, like, what was their unk test, because I feel like I'm the one that has the least. Because the thing is that I was born around like more of the early 2000s internet, so yeah, we do have like some stuff, but like it wasn't like crazy, man. It wasn't like absolutely freaking crazy. But damn. Well, now you know, guys. I'm a soft unk. I'm not a full unk. I'm just a kind of unk. But I'm not there yet. You know, one day we'll retake this test again, and I probably will be full unk. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes in and says, nah, you're probably more unk because you didn't answer some of these questions right. I'll be like, what? Okay. Then it is what it is. Ah, but holy snap. Well, now you know, guys. I'm an unk. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me do a little bit of an outro for this. So YouTube, if you did like this video and you want to see more of this funny goofiness, you can always catch us here live over on Twitch. And if you want to ever see any of these full, unedited, full VODs, we do have a VODs channel that you can go and check out. And if you want to check out any of my social medias, those are all linked down in the description below. And while you're down there, maybe think about subscribing. Give a subscribe, like, and maybe comment. See what else you got. And, yeah, that's all I got. Look, we're crazy here. Welcome to the chaos. Join if you wish. Oh my god. That's the outro. Yeah, we're good. We're good? We're good. We're good. If I need to redo it, I'll redo it. Alrighty, that's it. Thank you guys for entertaining me with this. This is so fun, actually. This was really fun to do. Thank you guys for being here and entertaining me with this. I was just like, I wanted to do this for a while, so we finally did it. Now we know how unk I am. Now we know. Now we know. Oh. You know, I'll leave another intro for the... You're soft. I am very soft. There's other ways that I'm soft, but we don't have to talk about that right now. I'm gonna make another exit for the YouTube. Ooh, not today. Yeah, not today. Not on this site. All right, I'm gonna make another exit. I'm gonna make another exit intro. It's like, well, now we know how unk I am. At least you're closer to your peers than to your mother. I mean, true. I guess I am. Probably am. I feel like if my other friends took this, they'd probably be more unk or like about the same. But yeah, thank you guys for entertaining me with this. If you guys want to follow along for more content like this, you can catch us live, or you can go and rewatch any of the VODs. Or okay, you know what? I need to do a different outro. We gotta think of different outros, man. Hold on. I think I got one we can do. Well, now we know how unk I am. I am a soft unk. Now you know, guys. Now you know this. If you want to see more of this crazy content of mine, you can continue following here. Leave a like, a subscribe, or a comment. Or you can go down in the description below and you can see a link to our VODs channel that has all the archived VODs for the past 4 years from us. Or go and look at all of my other socials that I have crazy stuff going on with, along with art and other things. And as I always say, may the stars guide you! Until next time, everybody. Goodbye! Yes, catch art live, yeah, yeah. Okay, the good. I think that's a better one. All right, let me turn the screen off then. We're good now. We're good. Let me move myself. We're good. Yeah. Why'd I have to say yeah like that? Oh my god. Look, I'm an idiot, but I'm your lovable idiot, you know? Front and center. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it is, man. That's how it is, yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Oh. Oh, that's a new thing. Okay. Alrighty. Man, there are not a whole lot of people streaming. There is one person though. It's early on a Tuesday. It's early on a Tuesday. What are they playing? They're playing Blue Reflection, which I think is like I don't know. I don't know what Blue Reflection is. They play a lot of MMOs, but they also play a lot of like I'd say I'm trying to remember what else. They also play some like visual novel stuff. Cozy like visual novel stuff. I think I've heard of it. It's like an idle thing. Oh, okay. That also makes sense. What? Okay. Yeah. You know, I follow a lot of bigger content creators that would also like to raid out to, but a lot of the times with bigger content creators, they have like a limit on the amount of people that you can raid with. Leia, I know, someone barked. Someone knocked at the door. It's probably, oh, you know what it is? I think that's her Chewy delivery. That's why she's barking. Leia got her Chewy delivery. She wants it. She wants it in the house. Well, I know what I'm unpacking after stream. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Nah, but thank you guys for like entertaining me with doing this whole thing. Honestly, I love doing this kind of stuff with this just chatting stuff. I do want to bring back the memes where people posted up their memes and then I would react to their memes. However, I have to outline some new rules. There has to be some new rules outlined. Not because of anything bad. There wasn't anything bad. Everyone kind of stayed within the rules I had set, but no audio stuff anymore. Because I don't know if the music or anything that's used is copyrighted. So I can't. I can't. I can't. It was a great time. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. There's probably so many clips I can make from that. I'm gonna try for next week because I'm gonna be taking I'm gonna be having a few weeks where I'm just doing one stream a week because I want to give myself time to do some more recording stuff. So I want to give myself like an extra day so I have more time to do it. All it comes down to YouTube, yeah. I want to make like more videos and stuff for YouTube and stuff. So I mean, I want to make actual videos and then I want to make take these videos and turn them into that. So like doing this kind of stuff where it's just like, you know, kind of, I will say most of this is kind of like lazier content to make, but it is a lot easier to like record it and stuff, right? And maybe I might get it down. It was like an hour or something long. So I might get it down to maybe like 15 or 30 minutes. Probably 15 minutes of a video is probably gonna be good. Might even be less than that. I know, and sometimes it is depending on my reactions. That's why I was going over the top. Because it's gonna be a YouTube video. You gotta go over the top when it's like a YouTube video, man. Oh, but before we leave, I wanted to talk about a few things. So, I don't know if you guys have been seeing on my social media, but I have been posting it in the Discord as well. So, guess who's going to Japan next year? I'll be gone for 17 days, so I'll be gone for basically a little bit over 3 weeks. So it's gonna probably be a month break, guys. But, don't worry. I'll have some stuff for you guys, okay? I'll be posting out some stuff for you guys. So, you won't be left behind. So I'm gonna have stuff scheduled for you guys. There'll be a lot of posts like for YouTube shorts and stuff like that. And I'll have some videos to go as well for uploading and stuff. So everything will be all set and ready to go. So none of you guys will notice anything differently. Besides the fact that my socials on like Blue Sky and Twitter will kind of go quiet. So those will probably be going quiet. But it'll be like 17 days I'll be gone. So yeah. It is what it is. I'll miss you guys. But that's how it's gonna just be for the time being. But that'll be next year. So I'll be gone for a big vacation to go to Japan. It'll be fun. Honestly, I think that's gonna be good. It's a bucket list item of mine to go to Japan. Even if I don't do a whole lot of stuff, eventually later on, my partner Jose and I are going to be planning on going back there again anyways. So honestly, it's more of just to experience a little bit of it. I have to make use of this year to its fullest. Yeah, because I'll be gone for like a good while. But the other thing is, so I was planning a subathon. Okay, I was planning a subathon for the month I would be gone. But this year will have a sacrifice 17 days. But I was planning on a subathon happening. So I'm having a birthday subathon for November this year, right? But I'm going to have it be the entirety of November. And what I was thinking about doing was like a few things, but I will be, if we get up to a certain thing, I'll either be revealing a model, or if we get up to a certain amount of subs, then the model will be revealed earlier. I'm going to make some goofy models that will get revealed through the subathon through the month. Just have fun. And then for, because I'll be going to Japan in May. So for the entire month of May, I will take the entire month of May off. But problem though, I was going to have that be my 6-year anniversary. But instead what we'll do is we'll do it in July, because that's when my streamer anniversary is. Okay. So we're going to be doing it in July for that. And then what we're going to do instead is we're going to do the thing, the subathon I wanted to do in May. We're going to do it in March, and it's gonna still reveal a new model at the end. So at the end of the subathon, there will be a new model revealed. But what I was planning on doing was having it be in May to have the second male model revealed. But now it's going to be the first female model, so Jester model will be revealed. And we're going to be doing it in March. And it's going to be called Monster March. That's what we're planning. Because I was going to do Monster May, which sounds really cool. But we're doing Monster March. The monsters are marching. So we're going to do Monster March, and then at the end of the subathon, we will be debuting a new model. And all of the money that is made from the subathon will go to my Japan trip. Because I want to help Mama Art pay for it. I want to help her pay for it. So any of the money, any donations, any, like, even Ko-Fi, and any like Ko-Fi donations, bits, all that stuff will be going to there. So yeah. And also anyone that makes most of my commission work, that'll be like, you know, some of it will go to certain expenses, the other half will not. So that's what I am planning on. So during March, that's what we're gonna do. So there's a lot of bigger things that we're gonna do. The birthday one is more of just funner stuff, but we are gonna do it throughout the month too. Again, that November one as well, we're also gonna be doing it. And throughout the entire month of December, what we're gonna do instead is we're going to probably do Thankmas, because they're going to be for Make-A-Wish. And I've worked with Make-A-Wish before. I've done Make-A-Wish stuff a lot of times. So at the end of the year, we're going to do Thankmas as well. I know. We're going to do a subathon in November, and then we're going to do something in December. But what I'm also thinking about doing is, instead of that, doing it in September. So we give you guys a break. So doing Thankmas charity event in September, and then, because then, you know, you get a, what I'm going to do is whatever subs we get to, I will donate to Thankmas myself. And at the end of the year, what I will do is I will calculate the amount of money that we have made, and I will donate that. And I will do it live. Of course, not filling out my card information or anything. Not like, nah, that's not getting on stream. So that's the plans for the rest of the year. So the rest of the year is going to be also during the rest of the year, and possibly in November, I am planning on the Tra comic, which is is a lore comic, to be revealed. So you guys will be able to read it, right? So that'll be debuting probably in November is what I'm planning. So yeah. So those are the plans. So September, probably do Thankmas. So do a charity event. And then in November, we're going to do birthday stuff, which might go to December. It depends. We might do like some sort of, we could do an uncapped subathon where it's like uncapped and just keep going throughout the days. But honestly, we don't have much of a big community, so I don't usually like doing that. I usually like just saying like it's from this to this, and that's how much days you have to complete all of it. And then in March of next year, we'll do another subathon. And that'll also be going throughout the entirety of March. So basically, the November and March subathon, all the money that's made from that is going to go to my Japan trip to help my mom pay it off, because I would like to help her pay it off, and also some money to be able to actually buy things there, because I told people I was going to Japan and they're like, you're buying me something, right? I'm like, oh no, what do these people want? I knew immediately. I was like, oh no, I'm cooked. To be fair, I won't be in a lot of places for very long, so there is that. But yeah. So those are the plans. And then probably instead of, depending on things, we might not have another subathon until like my birthday, which will be revealing the other male model then. So we'll have one earlier in the year and then one later on in the year. By the way, what I'm planning for Monster March of next year is I am planning on revealing 2 models, actually. So yeah. There'll be one model that will be ready to go, and then, there's both models will be ready to go. But one of them, it's a chibi. It's a chibi that I still need to finish, that I haven't finished, and I was gonna do it this year, but I was like, nah, let me save it so I have more time to work on it so I can debut it for next year. But I'm making some cursed funny models this year. There's 2 models that I want to make. One, of course, is Grandpa. Grandpa art has to be made. We're gonna make Grandpa art. And then the other model that I want to make as well is, I want to remake my shrimp model, but I want to make it better. I think I know how to make it better. That's what I want to do. But those are all the plans for next year. So yeah. So I hope you guys are excited. I will say though, good news. The Jester model, at least most of the base of it is completed. There are a few add-ons I want to do. There's certain poses I want to do with her. So I have like a few options for her. I think I boiled it down to 4 options that she has. I might add a 5th, but that depends if I want to do it. And considering I still need to actually complete this model that I'm using, yeah. Also, for like the next few weeks, what I'm going to be doing is actually doing one stream a week for a while, just to give me more time to do some recording stuff. So like next week, I'm gonna just be recording, because I have been doing like a bunch of art and other things. I'm getting kind of burnt out on it. So like next week and the week after is just gonna be editing, recording, all this sort of stuff to make a whole bunch of videos and things. So I kind of want to do that. And then I'll be going back to working on art and stuff like that, because I've just been basically doing that for now. And also another thing about next year, I will probably be going to Offkai next year. So we got some big plans. So I'm going to be going to Offkai, which is of course a very popular convention for VTubers. And so if you guys go to Offkai next year, yeah. It's happening in April, which by the way, best temperature. God, I wish.
A devotee is checking in. To ensure check-in is complete, please give me your credit card.
Yeah, you got to give Fred your credit card, okay? Just like with George, you got to give Fred the credit card. There we go. Yeah. I was too locked in to check in. It's okay. Sometimes that happens. Man, you're getting your credit card up 11 times. Crazy. Yeah. So we're gonna go Offkai. I'm just going as a guest, not a guest. I'm going as like, just person going. I'm not going as a guest or anything like that. It would be cool. Okay, no, I have something to say about Offkai. I need to talk about this. Okay, I posted out on Blue Sky and Twitter. I said, let me think about what I said, because this was the funniest thing. And I can't believe a member of Offkai liked it. Like a person that runs like Offkai. I was like, what? Why this post? Here we go. No, that was... Oh no. They like this Offkai. They like the other one where I was saying that I was going to Offkai next. I was probably going to Offkai next year. Oh, here we go. This is the one. I said, 1 year for Offkai, I would love to get one of those robots roaming around things. But the shocker is, I'm the one walking myself around, and the video is pre-recorded. That's what I want to do for Offkai one time, because I'm such a joker, okay? I would do... They await your arrival? Yeah, the other one was me just talking about how I had some great news and I probably would be going to Offkai next year. Honestly, it would be so cool, because then it's like, I would be able to get to meet up with some people that I've known in this space for like years, right? Like, I've known these people for years, okay? And I'd finally get to meet them, right? And they'd finally get to meet me too, so it'd be awesome, right? I do talk with them offline every now and then, but it'd be like really cool just like to meet up and just hang, right? It's like you're not just your VTubers through the screen, You're people. Well, I mean, I know that they're people, but it's just like yeah. So I do know Nightwolf is going, who is a person that I have been friends with for a very, very long time, okay? We're talking like a very, very long time. We've known each other for probably like four years at this point. Amazing, awesome guy, okay? He's probably more unk than I am. So... yeah, that was, he goes every year. He doesn't know if he's gonna go next year. I hope he does. I hope he goes next year. I'd love to meet him. Well, I'd love to meet him in person. He's just such an awesome guy. He's always been so nice, kind of friendly, and he's introduced me to so many other people in the space, and it's just like awesome. I know that another person that he knows is probably going to go too. So it's like, there's going to be like a few at least there that I'll be able to meet up with and be able to talk with. And that's going to be just cool. And honestly, at the end of the day, I'm more of not thinking of like, oh, I'm meeting up with my friends. I'm also going to take it as an opportunity to do business, right? Because the thing is, I'm a very small creator. But going to Offkai and going and interacting with these people in person, it is a great ass way to market yourself, okay? It is a fantastic way to market yourself. So I'm already making a business card. I'm going through some sketch designs of different business cards that I want. But the great thing about it is I'm doing a QR code on the business card because somebody told me, this was back when I was working more professionally. They're like, don't put like your website or any of that because they're going to have to type it in. Use a QR code because then they'll scan it, right? Now, the only QR codes that I do trust is if it's from a business and it's coming from the business owner, right? Those QR codes I do trust. Because, like, if it's just a random person handing me out stuff and I'm not talking with you, and you just hand it to me, I'm not gonna look at a QR code, man. But I made a QR code so it links directly to all my socials. So all you have to do is literally just scan it. Like scan the QR code, it links to my stuff and you can find all my stuff immediately. It's like super easy. So it makes it just easier for people so that they don't have to type in all my stuff because my usernames on different places are all different. So it's just so much easier to do it that way. So I'm making some business cards. Yes, there will be George on it. Okay. It's not like George ain't gonna be on it. Okay. George is gonna be on it. There's no way that I'm not gonna make George be a part of it. So yeah. But my announcement of saying like there's some big news, I'm going to Japan and I'm going to Offkai possibly next year. That got liked by one of the people that actually work at Offkai. So they awaiting my arrival. Just like you said, they be awaiting. So that's awesome. But the other great thing is like with making business cards and kind of like handing them out here and there. I think like the business cards, what is it like? I might ask, what do you think? I might ask Nightwolf where he got his. Because the business cards, yeah. So let me just do this. So like for standard business cards for like 100, it comes out to, it usually says a price up here. Here you go. For 100, yeah, for 100, it just says like it's gonna be like $15 for a pack of 100. It, again, like depends like what you want your stuff to be. So I think it's like gonna be maybe about 20 bucks, 25 bucks. Mostly probably more 20. So I don't need my stuff to be like shiny or glossy or anything. What is this? Oh my gosh, they have thick. You can get like a thick card. Yeah, I don't want a thick one. I think just the regular is fine. I'm like trying to price it to see what it is. And then I wanted it to be rounded because I don't like the pointy ends. So normal, matte, rounded. Yeah, it's about 21. 21? Sorry, I had to. Or basically $22. It's more of $22. $22 for a pack of 100. And considering I probably won't even go through the entirety of the business cards. Sounds great to me. Yeah, they have their own, you know, this is like Vistaprint or whatever. But I might ask Nightwolf where he got his. Because one good thing about like being a content creator and stuff, like you do need to have a business card, especially when you're going to these events and like negotiating and talking with people. It's really great just to hand people your business card because then they can contact you. Also, next year, I'm gonna probably be adding to my thing, considering I will be going to Offkai next year. I'm going to be adding a business email, meaning I'm going to make a new email that will be my business email. Please do not be weird with that business email. I do check it. I will see your messages. Do not be weird, or else I will ban you in my chat. I will tell you that much. If you be weird in my business email, I will make sure to figure out who the hell you are, and you will be banned. Like, now there's certain levels of weirdness. If you guys just send me to the business email random gifts or whatever, I don't care. I'm just gonna delete it and move on. But you shouldn't be sending that to the business emails. Those business emails are for business inquiries only, okay? If somebody does a collaboration or wants to do a collaboration of some sort and they send it to the business email, I have no problem with that either. Because sometimes some people do that. They go like, hey, I want to collab with you, blah, 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 whatever. Sometimes people send it through business emails. The other thing is that if people want to reach out to me for commission work or anything like that, you can send it via the email too. So I'm just like coming to the point of like, I am going to probably be going in interacting with businesses. I'm going to probably need a business email and have it on this, on my link. So then businesses can go like, hey, I really liked this person's energy. I kind of want to think about collaborating with them because I had a great interaction with them at Offkai or whatever. And then I'll be able to email you or whatever. Great. So yeah, honestly, a lot of companies reach out to people, and honestly, I think that I just need to bite the bullet and finally do it. So yeah, the only reason I hadn't in the past is because we did have some people within our chat that were a little bit weird, and I didn't want to make a business email at that time because of those people. Now those people are gone and I don't have to worry about that. So yeah. And eventually I do want to get a manager so then they can be able to check it themselves as well. So yeah, I'm just going to make like a separate email account for that, and just have it be completely separate. It's not going to be attached to anything to do with my media stuff. It is going to be its own thing. So if it gets hacked, well, at least it's not going into my other stuff. God, weird apples will be pressed and tossed. Yeah. But like I said, we don't have that anymore. So I don't mind creating a business email to now finally do that. So yeah. But yeah, I was like looking through here. Vistaprint is probably like the best one because in terms of quality and options. But yeah. But I mean, for a nice rounded and like it being matte for like $22 is not bad. And you get 100. And it literally tells you what the cost is for each. And it's 22 cents for each card. Yeah. Oh no, they're ending. Aw. I was gonna raid them, but now they're ended. Sorry, I was gonna raid somebody and then they ended their stream. It happens, you know? It happens. We have anyone else? I could raid one of my model children, but I don't think that they allow raids if you're too small. Yeah, a lot of bigger streamers, I know that they do that. They don't do it to be mean. They're not doing it to be mean. They're just doing it because sometimes what a lot of smaller streamers were doing at a certain time, and they still do it now, is they just would spam raid to like a bunch of different bigger content creators, but not actually ever raid. Like, they wouldn't actually ever end their stream, right? They're just doing it to get a shout out. But yeah. Yeah, so a lot of bigger creators and bigger streamers have kind of been like more saying like, hey, because you can actually go into the raid area and you can say like, hey, I don't want you to like, hey, I don't want if there's gonna be a raid, they need to have this many viewers, right? It doesn't completely stop it because people still do it, but but if you want to, I can just link you the the place, and then you can go and see it, or you can go over to them. So if you want to see like more from a creator, this is one of my model children. This is PP. Yes, that's her. That is actually her name. Her name is Pia P. She's a slime VTuber. I've made her a Furby model in the past. I don't know if she's ever used that model again. I think it was just a one-off joke model. But she's really crazy. She's really cool. I love her. She's very nice. She is very nice. She but it was really nice to work with her. But she is, I don't know, she's just such a cute little sweetheart. She just is like this little pinchy little adorable like bean, you know, but she's also crazy. She's also crazy insane like I am. Honestly, when I saw her name when she was when she had commissioned me, I was like, I feel like I know this person. So I looked her up and I was like, I will say though, I didn't charge her extra money because a lot of people are like, oh, bigger content creator, I have to charge them extra. No, I charge the same price, whatever it is. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how small you are. My price is the price. Okay, that's what it is. Actually, speaking of which, during December and January, I'm probably gonna run a discount on all of my commissions for December and January, just because money. I need money, my guy. Yeah, actually, speaking about that, I might be adding more commissions as well. So yeah, but yeah, definitely go and check them out. I will be ending stream here just as it is, but you can go and check them out. Go and have fun over there. They're absolutely a blast. They're doing a little bit of a donathon, or not donathon, sorry. They're doing a collaboration. I was thinking of subathons and stuff like that. They're doing a collaboration with a friend of theirs. So yeah. Also, another thing about Pia, before you get into her, she is way bonkers than I am. You think I'm crazy. Wait till you meet her. And yeah, just go have fun. Respect her community, respect her stuff. Make sure to read through her chat, her chat rules, whatever she's got. And be respectful of the little bratty slime. Yes, she literally calls herself a bratty slime, so that's in her description. But yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sitting and chatting with me, and also going over the UNC test. Another time we might do a meme thing. Thank you for the stream, RC. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Always love when you guys come by and chat. But on this Friday, oh my gosh, this Friday in the Discord, we're having our movie night where we will be watching A Whisker Away. So if you want to join for the anime movie night, that'll be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just check your time zones. And on Saturday, I think we're doing Vintage Story again. winter has come in Vinter's story for us. So that is what we are going to be doing. But without any further ado, as I always say, but well, before we leave, if you want to catch any more of these videos, you can always come over to the VODs channel. And if you want to always watch any of the edited videos, which there will of course be some more edited videos, there are edited videos every single 2 weeks on the Saturday on dot. So if you ever want to watch some edited videos, I'm going to be trying to keep up more of a schedule of scheduling out some videos that are posted every single, well, not every single Saturday, but every other Saturday on that of the main channel. And a lot of our edited VODs are over there, or you can follow the TikTokies in order to find all of those VODs over there. So, without any further ado, thank you all so much for watching. And as I always say, may the stars guide you until next time. Bye, everybody.